And even if there is a bus, I can adjust my speed early on so I don't have to stop right before merging onto the motorway. Ahead of me, there is a merging lanes sign. The E sign shows the category of dangerous goods that are restricted from entering this tunnel. If you are curious about the full list of dangerous goods, hi guys! Identifying traffic signs and reacting correctly is an essential part of driving. In this video, I will explain almost all the traffic signs that I will come across along my route. I will be driving from Mundal all the way to Lindholmen using the motorway. We will go through a busy stretch of traffic, and I will share what to pay attention to when driving in such conditions. Stay with me until the end of the video. You will pick up useful tips that can help you during your practical exam and in your everyday driving as well. At the upcoming intersection, the right lane is only for turning to the right. You can see that from the markings on the road and the sign above. After the traffic light, you will see a priority road sign. This sign is placed after intersections, not before them. The reason is simple. Vehicles joining the road also need to know that they are now driving on a priority road. When you have this sign on your route, you have the right of way at the upcoming intersections, unless there are other signs that require you to give way. On the next intersection, I will drive towards the motorways, so I will align on the right lane. I will head toward the C6 Oslo. Directions leading to a motorway are written in a white text on a green background. Since I am driving towards a motorway, I can ignore signs with white or blue backgrounds. This makes it easier to quickly spot the correct lane that takes me in the right direction. The white arrow signs on a blue background show you which side of the road you should drive on. These signs are especially helpful when you are driving on a road for the first time. They help guide you and prevent you from accidentally driving into the oncoming traffic lane.
Caution, toll sticker required.
After making a left turn, I will be heading towards the motorway. Usually, you don't find a giveaway sign just before a motorway entrance, but in this case, there is one. However, on the lane after the giveaway sign, I can only meet with a bus. That means I only need to give way if a bus happens to be driving in that lane, which is not very common. And even if there is a bus, I can adjust my speed early on so I don't have to stop right before merging onto the motorway. The motorway is quite crowded at this time of the day, so it is really important to stay strictly within my lane. If I want to change lanes, I first need to check my mirrors and blind spot, then signal and only then switch lanes. Other drivers might change lanes suddenly and appear right in front of me. That's why I need to stay alert, constantly aware of my surroundings, and try to anticipate the movement of other drivers ahead of time. I am heading towards E6 Oslo, and my current lane is the rightmost of the lanes that lead to my destination. Whenever there is an exit on the motorway, you will see it is interchange number displayed. The exit ahead of me is number 73. Usually, the destination that the exit leads to is shown right below the interchange number. You can also see the exit marker. It shows where the main road separates from the exit road where there is a deceleration lane. Ahead of me, there is a merging lanes sign. This means that two lanes are joining to form one. In this situation, no one has priority. Mutual consideration applies. That is why it is really important to check your mirrors and be aware of your surroundings when entering the single lane. You need to make sure that no other vehicle is merging into the same lane at the same time as you. There is a sign in front of me showing that the lane on the left is about to end. That means drivers in that lane will need to merge into my lane. Since I am already driving in this lane, I have the right of way. The cars coming from the ending lane must give way to me when merging. However, having priority does not give me the right to block other drivers. If another vehicle is attempting to merge into my lane, I should cooperate and create space when possible to ensure a safe and smooth lane change. I am heading towards Helsingin. There is a new lane starting ahead, and I will need to move into it. You can see this information clearly on the direction sign up ahead. vehicles carrying dangerous goods are allowed to continue straight ahead on E45, as indicated by the recommended route for vehicles carrying dangerous goods sign. However, they are not allowed to take exit 76B, as shown by the sign I have marked with a red circle. That is because exit 76B leads to a tunnel, and it is generally prohibited for vehicles carrying dangerous goods to drive through tunnels. The e-sign shows the category of dangerous goods that are restricted from entering this tunnel. If you are curious about the full list of dangerous goods and their categories, you can find it in the ADR document from the United Nations, a treaty that regulates the international transport of dangerous goods by road. Here is a snippet from that list showing some examples of dangerous goods and their respective categories. You can also find complete description of all categories in the same ADR document. You can see the restriction being reinforced again just before the tunnel. You can see the height restriction sign for vehicles heading towards backup lane. Vehicles taller than 4.4 meters should not continue on that lane. I'm taking the next exit from the motorway towards Lindholmen. The increasing visibility of Karla Tornet, Scandinavia's tallest tower, is a clear sign that I'm approaching my destination. The traffic light ahead is red, but I'm not going to stop because it does not apply to me. If you are wondering why, check out the video link displayed on the screen right now. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you find the information useful. If you don't want to miss my next upload, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified.